Hello everyone, we're at the end of the week 5 of the Financial and Legal Counsel for Researchers module. On this week, we look at during and after the project what needs to be done. I want to thank everyone for your engagement to Jesus Student Cafe and the discussion forum. Remember that you can download the PDS versions and the Welcome to Week 5 section. As you're reviewing the content of this week 5, so this is about what you need to do after you are successful in any potential grant application. Here, the research manager is responsible for maintaining the high legal and financial standards of the project. So, making sure that all the ethical codes and guidelines of the projects are met. It's also important to conduct any risk assessments to address any potential problem during the project and also to ensure the project is completed in the time defining in a grant application. The research manager is also responsible for any administration of the grant, authorship, supervision, interpretation of the data, and to address any conflict of interest. Here, what strategy would you employ to manage and resolve a conflict of interest? And here you select from the options that communication should be the first approach to address any potential conflict of interest. This is before to selecting any other options such as transparency, negotiation, proactivity, mediations, and flexibility. Another aspect of your project is the protections of the intellectual property. There are different ways to protect the IP of your project. So here it's important to seek advice to select what is the best strategy. Because, for example, if you select a patent, the strategy to protect the IP, this expire after 20 years. And also you need to release to the public of what you are protecting. That's why a patent sometimes is not the best approach. As I mentioned before to do any application, so consider to apply for an advice. In the poll question, so which IP is applicable for your current research, and most of you selected copyright because most of your work is published as journal articles and reports. At the end of your project, you need to provide evidence of completion with inside ethical and legal standards. It's also required to provide evidence that you completed the aims and objectives. If it's not, so provide a justification why not. You need to balance your expenses in the project and align with the descriptions you added in the grant application. So usually after the project, so you need to submit all these documents inside 6 or 12 months after completion of the project. At this week 5 now, you should have now a better understanding of your responsibilities as a researcher and a research manager, how to manage the project team, understand so what are the potential risks, how to protect your work, the intellectual property, and how to wrap up well your project at the end. I want to thank everyone again for your attendance to these 5 weeks and for your engagement. So this week 5 is the final week of the Financial and Legal Concept for Researchers model. I hope that you enjoy these 5 weeks models and you learn the basics to fund and manage a research project.